Hey, Lee Squad, what it do? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and follow. Get somebody else to follow, and then when that person follow, tell them to get somebody else to follow. I've been trying to record a video all day, only to realize I needed to delete a bunch of apps so that I can record the length that I want to. So yeah, it was a mess, I tell you. Well, not all day. Actually, yeah, because it's like 3 a.m. right now. I don't know why I want to talk at 3 a.m. in the morning. But I'm covering it because I'm trying to be presentable because my mom watches these videos sometimes. Okay, story time. What story do I want to talk about? Oh, I was going to tell the story of when I had my third child. Here we go. It was a nice day. The rain was lovely. The wind was, it was doing, no, I'm just kidding. But, okay, I had him August the 14th. No, I didn't. That's my daughter. I had him August the 20th. That's what happened when you have them close together like that. But no, his birthday is August 20th, right? So I have him. And I'll say about at least a good 2 to 3 weeks. The whole time, like, and this may be TMI for some of you, but it's a story. So don't click off though. Just make your faces and say, ew, don't click off. I need all the views I can get. So about 2 to 3 weeks after having him, but the whole time, even when I first left the hospital after having him, I wasn't feeling right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know when something is wrong with our body. It's my third child. Of course, I know when something's going on. So, one day, I'm, sitting on the couch with his father, who I was with at the time, and I had to go to the bathroom, right? Because it felt like I had to pee so bad. So I go to the bathroom, right? Now, mind you, this whole time I've been bleeding, like, to me, abnormal. It was like too much. After having a baby, you bleed for a couple of days or whatever, and then, it eases up, but it never eased up. Seemed like it was getting worse. So, so I go to the bathroom and I'm sitting there, and when I'm sitting there, I get like so weak, like I'm just like delirious, like I'm just out of it. But I have this thing where I don't never want to be caught in a like a messed up situation or a position or something like that. So I always try to keep myself, as alert as I can. So I'm sitting there, and this is all I hear. Bloop. And I feel it though. I hear it and I feel it. Of course, it's coming from me. I'm the one sitting on the toilet. So instantly, it's like it took every single energy, every single, like, just life. I feel like I was holding on for dear life at that point. So I get up enough strength to get up and look. Y'all, it was a blood clot. It was about, no exaggeration, it was a blood clot. I know about that big. And I couldn't really say nothing because just think, that blood clot, that's nothing but blood. So I'm out of it, but I'm still trying to be alert. So I fall to the floor. And I'm crawling, and it's taking everything in me to crawl. While I'm crawling, I'm calling him, but I'm so weak he can't hear me. So when I get to the living room finally, he starts freaking out. Like I'm out of it, but I'm alert because I mean I know what's going on around me. I just couldn't respond, and so he's freaking out. He calls my mom. My mom says, "Call the hospital. Call the ambulance." So he calls the ambulance, and they come, and the guy was asking all kind of questions. That was like the first time that I went through something so it hurt me so bad because the I don't know if he was racist or what, and I'm not gonna say he was racist, but he was like really rude, and he kept putting the stuff to give me alert. He kept putting it under my nose so I could sniffing or whatever. So when I get into the ambulance, he's asking me questions. You asking me questions and I'm not even alert. So he basically just saying stuff and writing it down. He was like, "Did they give you some medication to take?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I just can say yeah." I couldn't say that. Yeah, but it's the regular stuff that they give you when you leave the hospital because I was supposed to take iron pills. I'm still supposed to take them and I don't. Anyway, that's another story. Um, so he asked me all these questions, right? So I get to the hospital and they roll me in the room. Now, even though I'm like a little out of it, I still hear him. This is what he's saying to the nurse. Yeah, she just had a baby a couple of weeks ago and she's bleeding, but she hasn't taken any of the medicine that they gave her. So I'm pretty sure that's all it is. That's what he's saying. When I'm trying to, you know, speak, I can't say anything. So she comes in the room. And when she comes in the room, she was passing by me. I just so happened to grab up enough strength to grab her wrist. And I was like, "Ma'am, this is what he's saying is totally different than what what I'm saying, what's going on." I was like, I passed the blood clot, and after I passed it, I just got weak, and I couldn't respond. I was weak. I was out of it. And she was like, "Okay, ma'am, I'm going to check you." I said, "Now be careful because I passed the blood clot at the house." And she was like, "Did you bring it?" I didn't know you're supposed to bring stuff like that with you, but in my mind, that's what I was going to tell him to do, like put it in something so I could, take it with me. But of course, I was out of it. I couldn't really, talk. So I was telling her about the blood clot that I had passed. I said, and on our way here, I felt another one, right? By this time, she goes down there, she, takes my clothes off. Another one, is there already because I guess on the way there, I felt it, like I said. So she's like, "Oh yeah, it's another one." So in a way, it's like she was freaking out, but she wasn't. But it was like amazement of how big the blood clot was. I guess especially with somebody just having a baby. I ain't got no business, doing this. So by this time, I'm like out of it. I guess I went out because my mom said when she came in, they had me tilted. So I guess of course, so the blood can run to the top of my head. So we, I end up in a room. I end up spending 3 days there. But y'all want to know what the problem was? Oh, and while I was there, the next day they came and they got me up and they wanted me to walk. Well, I fell back to the bed. So it's like, "Okay, Miss Lee, we're gonna have to give you a blood transfusion." She said, "We're gonna do one now, and then we'll see how it goes." So they give me the blood transfusion. I feel this blood going in my body. That's like an experience that I'll never forget, or it'll like never leave my mind. And so they give me that, and I think either a couple of hours later or the next day, they get me up again, and still, I was still weak. I lost a lot of blood. So they gave me a second one. So when they gave me the second one and they checked me, I was good. I got to walk and everything. Now, mind you, I still don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing. So when they get ready to discharge me 3 days after, afterwards, the lady finally tells me what's going on or what happened. The doctor that delivered my baby didn't take all the placenta out. So the placenta was still in there and it was forming blood clots because, nothing could get out of there like it was supposed to. So while I'm still bleeding, there's blood clots forming. So yeah, the doctor didn't take all the placenta out, and she showed it to me. Yeah, she showed it to me. So I think that's why that child, I'm close to all my kids. I can't say that, but it's something like a special like bond thing when it comes to me and him, because that sucker almost killed me. No, he didn't almost kill me, but the doctor did. But I just say him because he's the one that I was having at the time. So yeah, that was a really, really near death experience for me. Yeah. So what do y'all think about this story? I know we all got some birth stories, those of us that have kids. But yeah, that was one of the times I could have lost my life basically, because if I hadn't got there in time, I'd have basically bled to death. Just thinking that, just think if I would have never went to the hospital, because I have this thing. There's been plenty of, because I have high blood pressure. There's been plenty of times where I done passed out or got real dizzy and got real, so out of it too. And I'll say I don't want to go to the doctor because I hate doctors, and I'm like I don't want to go to the doctors. But yeah, I just wanted to share a story with you. I like doing story time when I'm up at 3-4 in the morning. It should be sleep. So I really would like for you guys to start commenting on these videos. Do I want to do a second story? Y'all want to hear a second story? Let's see. This story is embarrassing. This story is embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell you. Okay, here we go. 1990. Nah, I ain't gonna start that. And if this person ever sees this video, it's gonna trip them out because I never told anybody. But I think the person I was with at the time, I think I told them. Yeah, they know. I think I told them. But anyways, I was working at this job, and I'm not gonna say the job name because I love that job, and one day I may go back. But anyways, this girl who will remain nameless used to sell these drinks, right? And I think I worked a shift for her. And I don't even think my mama know this story. I don't think my mama know this story. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna tell it. I started it. So she gave me 2 bottles about this big where she made the drinks. And the drink consists of juice and dang, what other name can I call it? Grass, green grass all around. Oh, grass. So I'll say that. And that's what it consists of. Now I got 2 of them, remember? So I'll take them home. Drink mine, And I bought one for the boy I was with. And he didn't like his for some reason. I don't know, I forget why, but he didn't like it. So I set it down next to the bed, right? Now, mind you, this drink is strong. I'm already, in my zone, but I'm laying down. I have a habit of laying down doing stuff. So I'm laying down, so I'm not really feeling the effect of it. Keep that in mind. Now, I also had a bad habit of eating in my sleep. Sometimes I still do it, but I don't do it too much now. But I have a habit of we drink. I don't know. We drink a lot of water, so I'm constantly drinking in my sleep and getting up, going to the bathroom and drinking. Well, I thought in my sleep that night I was drinking juice, but in reality, I was drinking the drink. Yes. So just think these two right here, this size. No, it was the big one. She gave me two big ones. And I'm remember I had already drunk that one. So through the night I'm drinking on the other one. But I'm asleep. So I'm just thirsty picking it up drinking, right? So I get up. I get up and I get dressed, get ready for work. I'm feeling good. Now mind you, it ain't hit me yet because I was asleep. So my body ain't had time to, to really, process what just happened in my sleep. So I go to work. I get off the bus. I go to the job. As I'm walking into the building, y'all, my body did something that I had never felt before and never want to feel again. I couldn't focus. Like I couldn't even focus. Like I'm gonna tell you what it was after, when I finished, but I couldn't focus. So I go to the bathroom and I put water on my face. Like I'm putting water on my face. But even while I'm doing this, I'm not focused. Like I'm out of there. Like I'm out of there. So I make it out the bathroom. Mind y'all, I'm up here. I'm out. I'm gone. Like I can barely see. Mind you, I got high blood pressure too. Yeah, let's keep that in mind. So I'm walking out the building. I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna just go back home. Hopefully nobody don't see me. I'm gonna just go back home, and I'll just call in for today. Y'all, I don't know how I made it to the, and I'm almost in tears because y'all don't know the seriousness of it. Like I don't even know how I made it to back to the bus stop. I remember walking down there and I remember staggering the whole way. I remember staggering the whole way. I remember getting on the bus. That's all I remember from there. And the person I was with didn't even believe this story. Yeah, I did tell the story because he didn't believe me, but it was the truth. I got on the bus. I remember getting off the bus. The only thing I remember is the train attendant waking me up and telling me that, this was the last stop. Now, mind you, I didn't get back to the house, I think, I left for work at 10. I didn't make it back to, I think like 12:31. It had to be like the last buses that was running. He gets me up and he lets me know it's the last stop. So I get off that stop and then I end up catching the bus back to the house. I called my mom as soon as I got to the house and I was like, Mama, in the morning, take me to the doctor. I'm telling her the story too. Like, I don't know what's just happened. I just yada yada yada. I'm telling everything. So in the morning, that morning, I get up and I go to the doctor. When I go to the doctor, y'all, boy, I'm blessed. Man, I'm blessed. I'm gonna try not to cry, but I'm blessed. Cause when I get mad, I make stupid decisions when I get mad, and I'm glad that God is helping me deal with that also. But when them people checked my blood pressure, blood pressure, I believe, was 205 over 180 some, 120, 120 something. I just remember the top number. I think it was 204, 205. Yeah. That doctor told me that the reason I don't remember anything is because I became delusional. My blood pressure had went up so high. That man told me it is a blessing, not a blessing, but you lucky to be alive, because I was so drunk. I basically drowned myself drinking in my sleep like that, and just think the green grass was with it. So I was, mm, mm, I was towed up. My body didn't feel it till the next day. That's why I didn't have a chance to, get over it through the night, because I went to sleep and I'm drinking in my sleep. So I was drunk and I was too high, and both of them mixed together almost killed me that day, because my blood pressure went up. Then nobody, I'm walking around blood pressure 205. Oh, that's too high. That's, of course, uh, stroke numbers. So I thank God that I'm still here. I thank God that I'm still here. That's why I hold my head up, because out of all the stuff that I've done to myself, I'm still here. Because I should have been gone. Yeah, I should have been gone. But I'm still here. And that's why I'm holding my head up. And I'm not going to damn myself about the stuff that I've done in life. So what? Everybody has done stuff in life. You can't say your stuff worse than mine. I can't say your stuff worse than, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We live and we learn. We do things. And that's what that is. But, yeah. So, y'all, that's 2 stories in 1. I hope y'all enjoyed this story. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. It's 22 minutes. So, thank y'all for listening at me ramble again. And comment, like, subscribe, follow, and ring that bell. And until the next video, peace.